Woo! Hey everyone, this is Daryl from Daily Crypto Trade Signals coming to you live from Asia, guys. And I just want to have a very serious conversation with everybody out there. And remember, none of this is financial advice, just an OG in the house expressing opinion. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. So guys and gals, what the heck is going on with crypto? What the heck is going on with Luna? What the heck is going on with Dogecoin? And just overall, I want to have a very serious discussion with all of you about what is going on, what's going to be going on. And is the bottom in for Bitcoin? Is the bottom in? And are we going to see reversals going to the upside? So first and foremost, I think it's really important that you guys understand that this whole Luna crash, the whole Luna incident, was really an outlier, and this doesn't happen normally. So I know a lot of you lost a lot of money, and this was pure manipulation. Absolutely, there was a flaw, an exploit in the UST Terra peg, and companies like Gemini, BlackRock, and Citadel, they took advantage of that exploit, and that is what they did. They were able to unpeg US Terra, and that has caused that's what caused the whole unpegging, and that was what was the cause of the debacle out there. And I think one of the lessons that you guys have to learn out there is one of the most important things is that a lot of you, if you invested all of your crypto in one project, then you've just been devastated. There's a lot of people that are like homicidal, suicidal, because some people, they forgot the key and golden rule of crypto investing, and that is you got to have diversification. You need a must-have diversification in the house. And if you didn't diversify and you have all your eggs in one basket, well, that basket got dropped, and that was called Luna, right? So that is what's going on. There is some new news regarding the Luna, forking and having Luna Classic and the Luna 2.0, and this is very similar to Ethereum Classic and Ethereum. Ethereum Classic was the original Ethereum, and then that had a fork, and then we have the Ethereum that we all know and love today. So, can the two projects, live side by side? Can the two projects thrive? We don't know, but it looks like the Luna Foundation is having a vote right now, and, the vote is almost complete, and it looks like the large validators want to fork, because the reason they want to fork is because they're going to get airdropped a whole ton of free tokens out there, but the community, they don't want that, because one of the bad things about this whole forking situation is if you get to airdrop these coins, basically you have a 2 to 4 year vesting period that you can't touch these coins. So it's just ludicrous and crazy in the house. And a lot of the community is saying, no, we don't want to fork. We don't want to fork. Absolutely, we don't want to fork. We just want to have the Terra Luna Foundation burn a whole bunch of the tokens and reduce the circulating supply, and that will increase price. So that's what people want. That's what people are expecting. So I don't think this whole forking thing is going to be is going to survive the community vote. I think that's out of there. So one of the lessons to be learned here is you got to have diversification. Don't trust anybody out there. And it looks like Do Kwan, he's being called to the Korean Parliament. An emergency hearing is going to go on. The Luna Foundation legal team has quit. They're jumping ship because they know that they don't want to go down the legal Titanic with Do Kwan. There's rumors that there could be charges laid against Do Kwan. The SEC is also investigating Do Kwan right now. But the biggest culprits behind there is like Citadel, Gemini, and ARK out there. These are the ones. These are the characters that orchestrated. Sure, they've come out and said, "Oh no, we weren't responsible," but the time will tell, because remember, everything in the blockchain is public. So I know that there's some in-depth forensic investigators who are investigating the blockchain, and it will come out that these knuckleheads, and also too, the thing is they took advantage of an exploit, a flaw in the UST Terra system. And the thing is, the way that Do Kwan reacted was to pump in, $3.4 billion worth of Bitcoin. That was the dumbest move, because when he pumped in $3.4 billion worth of Bitcoin into the UST Terra, what happened is it just created a situation where Terra, because of the way the algorithm is set up, just started minting a whole bunch of Luna out there, and that was what created the spiral, and that caused the death spiral. So that's what's going on right now with Terra Luna. That's the updated saga. Where is crypto right now? Crypto, well, it's just consolidating, guys. We're going range bound. We're seeing Bitcoin is still, holding firm at $30,000 right now. We're seeing the DXY, the basket of currencies compared to the dollar, that's slowly going down. So that's very positive. So that is good that Bitcoin is holding. Is the bottom in? A lot of the indicators are saying that. If we look at the logarithmic growth curve for Bitcoin, there's only been 2 times in history where it has fallen below the outer limits of that, and that was during the COVID dump in 2020, and also just recently with the Luna crash. So this is often a very positive and often a great buying opportunity out there. So do I think that the Bitcoin bottom is in? I think it's in or very, very close to it. And we saw that the bottom was around about $25,000. So that is what's happening with that. We have the Elon Musk deal with Twitter. That's kind of on hold because Elon Musk has been accusing Twitter of lying and withholding information out there because he's come to the conclusion that 20% of all the user accounts are bots, where Twitter is basically they're purporting that it's 5%. So from that perspective, if it's 20% versus 5%, a 20% bot accounts would make that the realized value of Twitter being much less than what it really is on paper. So that's what's going back and forth. So there's a little bit of a back and forth going back between Elon Musk and Twitter out there. Now Elon Musk, he also just came out in a recent article, and he is convinced, he's absolutely convinced right now that recession has started, in the U.S. And but every time we see a recession and the markets go down, often when the markets go down, if you go all the way back to like 2010 to now, every time the S&P and the broader markets go down around about 20%, they often rebound as high as 27%. So like I said, Bitcoin is nearing the bottom, the S&P is nearing the bottom, and we are going to have a reversal coming in pretty soon. And this reversal is not going to just be a slow meandering, it's going to be a explosive reversal. We're seeing that also Ethereum is being held above $2,000, so that's pretty good. And we're seeing right now that also the Doge Tip, it's also going sideways. So just this whole accumulation, Phantom is in accumulation, ADA, Avalanche, DOT, everything is kind of in accumulation phase, and we're waiting for the next big thing to happen and the big reversal. So, time will tell. We're seeing that, the amount of addresses holding 1 Bitcoin or more are at all-time highs. We're seeing that the amount of, illiquid supply of holders, holding Bitcoin for more than 5 years is at all-time high. We're still seeing that right now. During the whole debacle with Luna, we did see that the exchange flows were positive back onto exchanges, but since then we're starting to see more and more Bitcoin flowing off exchange. The 3rd largest Bitcoin wallet is still accumulating more Bitcoin. He's still buying like a madman out there. So I'm pretty certain and pretty convinced that the bottom is either here or we're very darn close to it, guys and gals. So that is pretty positive. So you just have to wait and hold and wait for these things to materialize. I know a lot of you are getting anxious, but just remember that this whole Luna death spiral crash, which was an exploit taken advantage of by Gemini, Citadel, and ARK out there, this shouldn't have happened if Terra and their team had understood the project and closed all the loopholes. So they didn't do that. They didn't do the due diligence. And if anyone's to blame out there, it is the Terra Labs for allowing this to happen, because their project was not complete and secure. So that is, it's one of the big, it's almost like one of the biggest hacks in the history of cryptocurrency right now with that. And the fallout from that is going to be huge, because now we're seeing that countries, regulators are now having stable coins in their sites. And, they always had stable coins in their sites. But, with this whole, USD Terra Peg debacle, what's happened is that their program of acceleration of regulation has gone, to lightning speed now. So, we could be seeing, regulations for stable coins coming out sooner than later. And I mean, personally, I think this is a good thing. I think that stable coins need to be regulated, both algorithmic and, non-algorithmic stable coins. They absolutely need to be regulated out there, because a lot of countries are worried about stablecoins because it's a threat to their sovereignty in terms terms of their sovereign currencies out there. So, they don't want to see that their currencies get destabilized because of stablecoins. So they're also in it to win it, and they have a lot of skin in the game to want to regulate stable coins. So you're going to see a lot of FUD and a lot of people talking about stable coins. We had that meeting in El Salvador with Bukele, and 44 nations were invited to talk about Bitcoin and how they're going to break away from the World Bank and IMF. So that is positive. So there's still a lot of positive crypto stuff happening. The crypto revolution is here, and it's just continuing to grow and grow and grow. It doesn't feel like it right now because we've almost had like 5 days of accumulation out there. So from that perspective, it's crypto is right now getting pretty boring. Crypto is doing the crabby walk. So guys, you're just gonna have to buckle up and get ready for some volatility. But I believe the bottom is in. I believe that Doge is definitely going to be going up. It just has to. And if you think about it, with all this dumpage that we had for Luna, Doge came out pretty much unscathed. Sure, it went down, but it's still performing a lot better than Bitcoin in terms of its overall recovery. So that's positive. That's absolutely positive in the house. So you guys need to just don't panic so much. Have diamond hands, dollar cost averaging. Thursday's going to be DCA day, so I'm going to be DCAing like a madman out there. So, this is just a light video, and I just want to tell you guys, don't panic. The key takeaway is here. You need to diversify, and I think Luna was a huge example of why diversification is so important. Because, if you did diversify and you had a portfolio of 50% of Bitcoin, 25% Ethereum, and the balance of 25% in the top cap altcoins, you would be fine. Sure, your Luna positions have evaporated, but you would still be overall doing okay. And speaking about Luna, right now Luna's, below the, 3 zeros and 18 cents right now, 18, whatever that is, a fraction of a cent. So where do I see Luna, what Luna's going to be doing? Well, Luna's kind of following the market. The hype and all that craziness is out of there, and it's just going to be following the market. We're seeing it's just going to be sideways chop for a while, as is Bitcoin, as is Ethereum, as is all the other projects. We're also seeing Doge just sideways chop right now. Sure, Elon Musk could come out with some kind of, hokey Twitter about Doge, and I could send it up momentarily, but it's going to come back down, guys. So, we're really just waiting for the whole crypto market to just recover from where it is right now. And we also had Jeremy Powell, Fed chairman, did a Bloomberg interview, and he was talking about, inflation, and he will increase the exchange, the interest rates as much as he needs to combat inflation, yada, yada, yada. So he did see that Bitcoin did briefly tank on that, but it did recover back up above 30,000. So right now, guys, get prepared for sideways chop for the balance of this week. Unless something kind of crazy goes out, expect that there's going to be more Luna news, more Dogecoin news. Let's see what happens. But we really want to see what's going on with the Citadel, ARK, and Gemini, and we want to get to the bottom of, did these guys exploit the UST Terra, and are they the ones that caused the tankety tank? And why is it that the Terra Labs team did not understand that there was an exploit there and that their project had a flaw? Why didn't they get that? Why didn't they understand that, guys? So that's going to bring this video to a close. I just want to say God bless each and every one of you out there. Don't forget to go down there, boop the likes, smash the likes. Remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. You do you out there, guys. What I'm going to be doing is I'm holding like a madman. I'm going to be dollar cost averaging. That's what I'm doing, guys. What you guys do, you do you. And don't forget to go down there, boop the likes for humans out there, and tell the algorithm how much you love me by subscribing, comment. You can comment more than once. Go down there, check out the linky winks, guys, get the merch, and guys, buy the channel coffee, become a Patreon member, and do all those kind of weird and wacky stuff. Follow me on Twitter, guys, and all of the super members and the VIP members. If you've just joined, send me a DM, send me an absolute DM on Twitter, and I'll send you the link to the private WhatsApp group, guys. So let's get it, guys. So be blessed, be well, peace out.